I'm not just age, saying things with age is a load of bollocks. But
I think it's a
with life
maturity thing.
experience,
Just maturity
yeah,
on its own.
maturity, but
Yeah.
also, do you know what is a big people? Open-mindedness
Oh yeah.
and just
Oh
willing
yeah.
to at least try a perception or try
Mm-hmm.
an idea. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's one of my things. So,
Not just a way, not just someone else's way, not just your way.
no, I
There's an
know, right?
open way. There's an open way,
And,
and the amount of teaching you
yeah,
have to do when someone doesn't think like that is
uh-huh.
a lot of the time too much. So you can just
Yeah,
sit
and
back and
sometimes I
enjoy
think,
more with them.
yes, enjoy it. And I think sometimes when you say teaching, I think sometimes people can't be taught. Sometimes it just has to be left and then you leave it with them. And if they want to come back with their thoughts and ideas, amazing. Discoupling up and you think, wow, you don't think about these things until you actually sit down and plan a podcast or journal or reflect, which I'm doing a lot of at the moment. And
Mm.
all of these things start bubbling up, and you think, wow, that's a lot of things I've learnt. I'm quite proud of myself, actually.
Yeah.
I like who I am.
Good.
I'm not a bigot. I don't have perceptions or assumptions about people, races, genders, blah, blah, blah. Again, episodes we're coming down to.
Yeah.
And I'm really grateful that I was very fortunate. I think I had my upbringing was in Southwest London, so that meant I was not just around many different cultures, many different religions, ethnicities, um, genders, and sexual preferences. And at the time, Clapham Common, woo, go. If anyone loves Clapham Common, you know where you're at with the drag club. It's not Soho,
Mm.
and I'm grateful that I had that exposure because now I've had life experiences and I don't live where I used to, and I'm not around people that I grew up with. It still amazes me how narrow-minded and idiotic people are still in 2025.
Mm.
And that's what I kind of half wanted to do a podcast with yourself, P, because I think that I'm not coming on here to preach or educate. I'm just on here to, you know, sometimes talk a load of bollocks,
Yeah.
sometimes talk about my love for Danny Dyer and Alex Turner, and hope that they will listen one day and propose to me. And I'll say, of course, absolutely, let's go. But then hopefully we could have somebody on as a guest and someone listens who might be struggling or have a question and we can answer that
Mm.
question. And that really excites me because also having a kid, one day he might listen to this, might be totally embarrassed and go, oh my God, what did my mum do? That's so cringe.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't and goes, that's wicked, mum. That's so cool
Yeah.
because that's on the internet always.
Yeah. I see that.
Instead of, oh my God, you've got an OnlyFans and your boobs are out every day. That's really embarrassing. Each their own.
What?
Oh, I'm not against it. You do what you need to do, babe. If I could do it, I would. But this is my way of leaving a legacy, I think. And in the last 2 years, I've learned a fuck ton. And it's been really important. And I felt it was bubbling. And this is my way to let it all out. But
Yeah.
also, I think it's also a way of showing people that you can make solid lifetime friendships with people in times where the world is crashing down behind your ear rolls.
Mhm.
And it just takes one message or one live stream, and you could have fun for life. And that's what we've got. And I'm really bloody proud. So there, rant over. I'm done. I've just ranted a lot. I apologise.
Because I don't want to cry,
Oh,
especially the
I'm not
first
crying yet.
podcast.
No,
You
no.
went from I'm just gonna be open and honest about how I kind of think parasocially a bit more from my perspective and community perspective
Yeah.
and creative perspective,
Mhm.
and then you
Yeah.
went and you made it all sentimental, and I'm like,
Oh, I'm
oh
sorry.
no,
Right, okay.
I
I think maybe we should have
can't.
a sentimental alarm of like, bitch, stop it, or something
Just
like
like the
that.
screen up Cherry Blossom Pink. That's what.
Yeah. Friday, weekends come
Really
alive,
comes
or
alive.
something. Yeah. Some
Add
cattier
into it.
quote.
Keep the
Yeah.
flow, keep the flow, keep the flow.
I think
No
this
flowing
episode,
tears.
if any, though, is going to be the one where we just get it all out of our system,
Yeah.
get sentimental, and then we're going to have sentimental points, but that's who we are, and I don't give a shit.
Because it's only going to advance the
Quite
connection
frankly,
more. Like, it's only going to be
exactly.
there because, I think we both
Mm.
are creatives, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely in the similar mindset where I,
Mm.
I throw myself kind of toward projects and then I pull back. And then I'll do something else, and I'll throw myself towards something else, and then I'll do something else. And it's much more crafty. Like I like a bit of singing, I like a bit of
Yeah.
crafting, I like decoration in my house. I definitely see myself in the creative.
Huh.
And it gets on people's nerves the way that I think more creative than logic, but I just kind of have learned to accept it, and that's really where I am with it at the
Yeah.
moment, more so than just letting it flow. But if I have a
Yeah.
constant like this where I have a flow with it, then they intermingle and it makes more sense to me, and it just opens up the world more. You talk about open-minded people, but if you can open it more for yourself in the meantime as well, God knows what you're
Yeah,
capable, you know?
absolutely.